Hi everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be showing you how to make a honey butter cake, which I am going to be making in this adorable little bunny tin from Nordic Ware. Little 6 bunnies here. They're all sleeping. They're so cute. So I'm going to show you how to make that. Today, for this video, we are going to be featuring a local honey maker in my area. This is Hatch's Honey, and this is a really delicious honey. This is the flavor Wildflower, so it's going to give us a really nice floral note in our honey cake. And if you check the link below, I've linked to their website. You can order online from them, so you can go and pick up your honey from there. They always have a wide variety of flavors. Not only the sweet and traditional flavors, they also have a lot of kind of more savory flavors of the honey. They just did a garlic honey, I know, and I've used their jalapeno honey for my cornbread before, and it is so good. So if you guys need a really good local honey source, please check the link below and go over to Hatch's Honey. They are super helpful if you have any questions about their products, and you know, they're just a great place to get honey. So let's go ahead and get started on this cake. So we're going to be using today 3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt if you want it in there. You don't have to. You can also use salted butter in place of that, but I do recommend using at least partially unsalted. 1 cup of buttermilk, half a cup of honey, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of butter softened, and 1.5 cups of sugar. Now that is going to be our cake base. We're going to be making a little bit of a soak for it as well afterwards, but that's going to be to get our cake started. So the first thing we are going to do, I've got my KitchenAid set up, and we're going to go ahead and beat this softened butter. I am using unsalted today. So 2 sticks of butter, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my sugar in here as well. And we're going to beat that until it's nice and light and fluffy. I'm going to give this just a quick whirl before putting my sugar in. I just like to give it a quick whirl around first to make sure it's actually softened up enough before I put my sugar in. Sugar in. We're gonna just lock this, let it do its thing. While that is busy over there, we're gonna turn our attention to mixing together our liquid ingredients. I've got the oven preheated to 350 degrees. We've got our 1 cup of buttermilk here. If you don't have buttermilk, because I know it's not really the thing that most people always have around, if you don't have it, the next best substitute that I can recommend is using a cup of heavy cream and a tablespoon of either white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or lemon. Well, lemon juice, of course. And if you don't have heavy cream, do the same thing just with milk, but your consistency is going to be better with heavy cream. We're going to go ahead and add in our vanilla to the buttermilk, and then our lovely wildflower, if I could speak, wildflower honey. Oh, look how gorgeous it is, guys. I'm going to use my fork to kind of whisk this all together and make sure it's really well incorporated. Let's check on our butter. Doing pretty good. I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit. And while that finishes beating, I'm going to go ahead and put my baking powder in with my flour. Give this a quick whisk. Just want to make sure everything is nicely incorporated. And now that we have our butter and sugar pretty well incorporated, I'm gonna start adding the eggs in one by one. So let one yolk fall in, let that get incorporated, and then repeat with the other ones. Scrape down the bowl, of course, as many times as you need. Also, you see my little badge of honor? That's butter from when I was buttering the bunny tin over there. It just flew off my hand into my shirt. Now I'm buttery goodness. Alright, last egg. Alright, this is looking gorgeous, nice and yellowy from those eggs. We're gonna just scrape down the bowl really good. And then we're gonna start adding in our ingredients, and we're gonna alternate. If you've ever made cakes from scratch before, you know this is a pretty common method. And you don't want to overmix it, but you do want to make sure it's combined. There we go. That is our honey butter cake. We all know how much I love my little ice cream cookie scoops, and I'm gonna use that for these honeys as well. My little honey bunnies. I'm gonna put probably about a scoop and a half in each. Now you can make this up into cupcakes, or you can make it up into a regular cake, like cake round, or a sheet cake if you like. I like to do the shapes with this one, both because I think it's adorable that you can literally have honey bunnies. I overfilled that guy a little bit. But also because I don't really like putting a icing or frosting with this cake because of the flavor, because you want that flavor to come through. You don't really want it to be overpowered by a strong frosting. So I like to just serve this with like a whipped cream, or as I'm going to show you, we're going to do like a little kind of drizzle for it after they've cooled. Okay, so we got my little honey bunnies here. We're going to put these in the oven for probably about 20 minutes. We're going to start checking them around the 15-minute mark. 12-15 minutes we'll start checking them, and I will bring you back when we take them out of the pan. Okay guys, so our bunnies came out of the oven about 5 minutes ago. Cute little guys. They still smell like the honey. So what we're going to do now, so I'm just going to flip these over and let them, just going to let them cool on a rack until they're done, until they're nice and just kind of room temperature. This rack doesn't fit exactly, but close enough. Bunnies! They're just so cute. They're just so adorable.